Okay, you're here with Wild Oscar, Wild Oscar's Gear Exchange, and we're here with Mike from Wild Oscar, who is our temporary drummer, and we just wanted to walk you through what it is that he's got for gear here. So, where do you want to start, Mike?
Yeah, it's nice. We're set up in Chill Kill Studios here. We were just spent a couple of days recording, so I got to bring my kit here. So these are DW Collector Series. And I bought these drums new in 1999, so they're 25 years old this year, and they've been through a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, and definitely lots of booze spilt on them. There's a few melty spots from the lights, but I love them, and I don't know why. I buy guitar after guitar, and but drums, I bought these, years ago, and I've just never thought to replace them. The hi-hats are actually from a kit that I bought when I was in high school. When I first started drumming, I was 15 or 16 years old, and I just never got different hi-hats. And same with like this cymbal. I got this in Winnipeg through like the newspaper back before, you know what I mean, when they'd have ads. And I got that through the newspaper. Somebody was selling the Zildjian cymbal, and I was like, okay, and I went and bought it. And
So it's all the same brass too, eh? From back then.
I guess, but I've just always loved it. And this one here is funny. It's an Sabor AA Sabian, which I thought that must be like a guy. I just liked the way it sounded, and I thought that was cool. And I always wondered who this Sabor is. But when I looked it up, like Google translated just recently, it's like the sound, or so. I should look it up, but it just means something in Spanish, like the sound.
It means taste. It means taste, actually.
It's not a guy anyway.
Flavor.
So for the first 20 years, I thought it was a guy, but and then this is just this one is the space that they seem to get changed out. I seem to kill them on this side, and this little thin guy, he's getting warped and taking a bit of a beating. But
been through a couple of those then for that on that side. Eh?
For my snare, this is the one that came with the kit way back. Except for one of the first things I did was change the hoops, so it had regular rolled hoops, and these are die cast because I rim shot a lot, as you can see by the sticks there. But I hit a lot of rim shots, and the regular rolled hoops just won't kind of stand up for tuning. So it's really focuses the tuning. Always use Remo Power Stroke 3s. And the throw-offs, actually, I wore those out, so I ended up getting some different ones. And this one has 3 speeds, so I think more than new DWs have that, but you can actually, it changes the tension of the snare on the fly, so you can it's like a 3-speed snare drum, so you can, if you're doing here, making a mess here, but if you're doing a big ballad, you can open it up and have it nice big open snares, and if you're doing something tighter and quicker, you can actually just on the fly tighten up the snares, which is awesome. The only other thing I have is my pedals. I've been a DW pedal guy for forever. I played DW 5000s again I sold remember when I just dreamed about those things, and then I had this Honda motorcycle, and I sold a guy the motorcycle to get the money for the pedals. And it just seems like such a disconnect between this entire motorcycle and then about 2 pounds of metal.
Full of pedals.
Yeah. So just recently, and actually the old funny story where I was working on a song, and I was really struggling being able to play it on drums. And like we do as musicians, I went out to Long McQuaid and updated my kick pedals. So I had the 5000s, and I thought, well, if I get the 9000s, I'll be able to play it. And of course, it made absolutely no difference. And it turned out I just had to practice. And when you think about it, I probably have better drums right now than John Bonham had back in the day. You know what I mean? And he was pretty good. So it's not really an equipment thing. But I do love the DW 9000s. They're absolutely bulletproof and smooth, and I love the hi-hat that's got just the 2 legs, so you can get in here nice and tight. Yeah, that's
so what about your brass hardware? Is that all
actually
the DW stuff?
Most of that is the studios here. So I had mine, and the bag was heavy, and when I came here, these stands were sitting, and I thought that's way better than carrying mine up the stairs. So these are Chill Kill Studios cymbal stands.
That's what 10,000 hours of exactly. Practice gives you.
Exactly.
Don't haul anything you don't have to.
Yeah, when I had my pictures of my first drum kit, I had 4 rack toms plus 3 roto toms plus a floor tom, and I had a few electronic drums mixed in there. It was just monster kit, and then of course, yeah, as you play a little longer, your kit starts to get smaller. You start to really think about what you need. And yeah, this is everything I need for sure.
All right. Well, thanks, Mike.
My pleasure.
Take care, everybody. Stay tuned. We're going to have more of these coming up. We're going to be doing some gear jamming with some of our colleagues, and stay tuned. It'll be coming up soon.